Everyone is talking about Claude Code, but I feel like not enough people are talking about Codex. My goal with this video is to show you what Codex is, how to access it, show you the benefits of using it, and show you 2 live examples of what it can do. So without any further ado, let's jump right into it. First of all, what is Codex? Codex is a cloud-based software engineering agent by OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT. It is an agent, meaning it's not just going to give us a reply as most LLMs do, but it is actually going to execute on our behalf. The main benefit or value add of Codex is that it helps both technical profiles or non-technical profiles such as myself, because you're going to be communicating in natural language, in English or any other language that you speak, and that is going to be transferred not just into code but into actions, because once again this is an agent, and remember that agentic AI is an AI that also executes on your behalf. So if you just go into ChatGPT and ask for code, it's going to give you a bunch of code, and that already looks quite impressive. The thing is, you then need to copy that code and take it somewhere else, deploy it, run it, and ask for changes or feedback somewhere else, copy, paste, copy, paste. In Codex, the agent's actually going to execute for you. It's not just going to give you the code, it's going to create the final HTML file or whatever type of file it may be. And it's also going to give you a preview, a display, so that you can test it. So the agent doesn't just give you a response, it makes decisions and it acts on your behalf, creating a final product. In short, this gives you the benefit that you can code pretty much anything that you want, even if you have zero experience in programming and coding, which is my case, being completely honest with you. So let's see how we can access it and use it. First of all, to use it, we're going to go to ChatGPT, and the thing is, we are going to need a paid account. It doesn't matter which one. It could be a pro, it could be a plus, a business, an educational account, whatever it may be, but you're going to need one of the paid accounts. And once you log in, you're going to open your sidebar, and if you go here to the left, you're going to see you have a Codex section. Once you click on it, it's going to ask you to download Codex onto your device. In my case, I have already done it. In my case, it's a Mac. And this is what you're going to see once you download the application. Okay, it's a very simple interface, very similar to ChatGPT. So let's go into our first live practice. Now, I prepared the following prompt, which I'm going to send right here, and we're going to read it together. Build me a playable snake game that runs in the browser. Use a dark background with a neon green snake. The game should have a score counter and speed that increases every 5 points, and a game over screen with a restart button. Give me a single HTML file that I can open directly. So as you can see, this is just a plain simple prompt of what I want. I want the typical snake game of us controlling a snake and eating the little circles around the map, and the snake gets bigger and gets more points every time that we eat one of these circles, and we also go faster every 5 points that we get. I haven't written any code. I haven't given any instructions. I just said that I want it to be playable directly in my browser and that I want an HTML file. That's it. What Codex is now going to do, it's going to understand my prompt and it's going to start making decisions. It's going to create a project for me, it's going to create a file for me, and it's going to start programming the entire game until it is ready. So what we're going to do, we're going to cut the video here until it's done, and I'm going to show you the final product and all the decisions and process that it followed. Okay, here we have it. As you can see, it worked for 6 minutes and 15 seconds, and here is everything. We can see the entire process. It created a new work spot, created a project, it made the HTML, connected it to my browser, it started running Python, and here we can see the entire process that it followed. We could read every single thing that was done, every decision that was executed. Here is the final product, and as you can see, I can now download this file and I can open it in Google Chrome, Safari, Comet, or in my case, I'm going to just open it within the Codex browser. And check this out, guys. We have a fully functioning game. I'm going to click on it and start playing around. As you can see, I'm now controlling the snake with my keyboard, and I just ate one. I scored a point, and we can see that the snake is getting bigger. I also want to test if it does, in fact, once I reach 5 points, starts going faster. We can see the speed in the top right-hand side. There we go. Speed is now ×2, so we can see the game. And now if I just crash, we can see that the game has ended. Game over. Pretty cool. If I click restart, I can start again. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. As you can see, without knowing how to code, without knowing absolutely anything about programming, we now have a fully functioning, simple game. A few months back, before Codex was released, I would have needed to probably hire someone, a freelance, someone who does know how to make this type of code and that does know how to deploy it for me to have this game. And instead, it took me a prompt and it took 6 minutes and 15 seconds to have this final game. Let's take it up a notch and go for a more technical and more complex example. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to program something more for our productivity, and we're going to make something pretty simple, but I think efficient. And that is what I prepared right here. Let me just send in the prompt and then we'll read it together. So we're going to build a weekly task manager in which we're just going to add in a new task, and we're going to catalog it saying if it's important, urgent, or if it's something that can be done later on, it is not as relevant. We want it to be classified in different colors and in different columns based on the urgency. And we want it to just be simple and clean so that we can just focus on our task. None of these fancy designs, okay? Once again, as we can see here, we're adding a bit more complexity. It's making decisions on colors, on design, because we are asking for different backgrounds, soft colors, a clean and minimalistic design, etc. So all of these decisions are being executed by Codex, as we can see right here, and it is getting to work. So once again, we're gonna wait until this is done and we'll show you the final result. Okay, it's good to go. It took about 7 minutes to do, 7 minutes and 16 seconds to complete this task, and we can see absolutely all the decisions that were taken right here. The entire process is broken down, and most importantly, here is our final product. We're going to now click on the Codex browser, and as we can see, we have a weekly task manager. It gives us the exact dates in which we are in so that we have the week mapped out. Here's where we add our task and classify it, and then we add it. We have urgent, important, and later. Fantastic, as requested. Now, let's say I need to record a video on Codex for YouTube, for example. Now, this is something very urgent that I want done right away. So there we go. Next, I'm going to have to edit the Codex video. So let's add that right there. And this is also going to be very urgent. Then I need to plan my content for next week, right? So plan 2 YouTube videos for next week. And this we could set as important. Fantastic. I'm going to now ask for a change just to show you how easy it is to make a change. So I don't know how to program, right? So normally I would need to go into the code, find the exact lines of what I want, edit them, or ask ChatGPT to edit them. Here in just natural English, I'm going to ask for my change. I want you to make 2 changes, let's say. Number 1, modify later to, instead of later, to not urgent. I don't like the term later so much. And number 2, I want you to also add a functionality to put a deadline, to put a day deadline within the week for each task. Okay, let's ask for that feedback, and we're going to see how Codex is going to get to work and give us a final piece of work which has all the changes that we have requested. Again, just think how crazy this is. We don't need to learn how to program. We're just giving in natural language the changes that we want made, and Codex is going to do all the work for us and give us the final product. Once again, we're going to wait until this is done and show you the final product. All right, guys, it's been 5 minutes, and here we have our changes. Now let's open it up once again in the Codex browser. And as we can see, we can now add also a date. So for example, the video, yes, I'm going to do it today. I'm also going to edit today, but my content plan, I'm going to put that deadline on Friday. So add now a new task from scratch. Let's say organize finances with the team, for example. And this we're going to do on Saturday, and this is not urgent. Let's add it. And as we can see, the title's now changed to not urgent. So guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. You've now learned what Codex is. You've seen the benefits that it has. Remember, it is an agent, so it actually executes on our behalf. I hope that this practice also gave you some ideas on what you can create, and that you go build some more. If you want to learn more about AI, we're hosting a free weekly class every single week of the year. And you can sign up completely for free just by going to the description and looking for the first link right there. Hope to see you in those classes, and remember also we're posting 2 YouTube videos per week, so feel free to subscribe and activate the notifications bell if you don't want to miss any of this content. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.